And now we're going to learn how to take your talent P&L and use it to impress the heck out of leadership. Now, if you don't have your talent P&L, go back to the previous videos and watch them to understand what it is and how to build your own. Don't worry, the math is very simple. So here's how to use it. Because a talent P&L in a folder, it's just an office decoration. It's just a file in some digital server somewhere. That's not useful to us. We have a goal here. Our goal is to stop being treated like a service desk and start being treated like a growth partner, a growth driver, someone whose work has value, meaning, and impact. Because your work has value, meaning, and impact. You know that, right? Now, this is how we're going to get other people to see it just as much as you do. First, you need a positioning statement, a sentence for you and your team to use over and over and over again. You can steal this, you can make adjustments, but let's start here. Ready? We are not here to collect applicants. We are not here to collect applications. We are here to protect throughput and growth by making critical roles easier to fill. Yeah, that's it. Say that. In fact, you should probably say it to yourself like 10, 20 times in a row until it just rolls off the tongue. You can choose applicants or applications, I don't care. But you just want to start to make it crystal clear that this is a line in the sand that you are drawing. You are not here to fill the ATS with 2-page resumes that you're never going to look at or care about. You're here to impact the business. And you do that by protecting throughput and growth, making critical roles easier to fill. See, it's easy to say once you kind of get it down. You may feel uncomfortable. You may feel cheesy. You may feel even a little bit, as the kids would say, cringe. But own it, because that is your job. That is what you are doing to this company. Once you know that, and once you can say that, show the numbers. Now, in most businesses, when you say show the numbers, you're talking about a PowerPoint presentation, of course. So here's the 3-slide talk track. Ready? Slide 1, the constraint. These 3 rules are breaking the hiring and growth plan. Not these roles are hard to fill, not these roles are expensive, not we don't know how to hire them, nothing like that. Get away from that. It's these roles break the plan. Simple as that. Now, don't take this personally. This isn't you broke the plan or your team broke the plan. This is making it separate, making it objective, making it simple. There's a plan, it's breaking. Let's fix it. That's what leadership wants. They do not want finger pointing. They do not want blame. They want to know where's the problem. Let's identify the core problem. Let's solve it. That's what they want from you. And then we're going to show it to them. Let's go to slide 2. Talk about the cost, the pain of having this plan being broken. Make them feel that pain, the monetary value of a plan breaking down. When you're talking about time to fill and you're talking about bodies, doesn't connect to them. Break it down into literal costs. Here's what it costs every week that these critical roles sit open. You got your vacancy costs, your overtime, your contractor cover, your project delay risk. That's real cost. Now you're speaking their language and they're going to listen. They understand what you're saying. They understand your concerns. They understand that you're on their team, that you are there to help them thrive, to help them grow. And on slide 3, the payoff or the fix, depending. You're the expert here, and you're going to decide what the right fix is. But let's assume for the moment that you're going to choose to make employer branding the fix, right? Because employer branding this is where it's going to get real. You're going to stop talking about it as a pretty content calendar and more as a conversion system. What are the steps that are going to be taken to close these hard to fill, these critical growth roles, to close the problem, to fix it? So here's what you're going to do. You're going to tie all of your actions to the P&L. You're going to talk about how you're cutting agency and ad spend by rewriting the role story and focusing on those top critical roles. You're going to add proof points that answer the questions about what the job's really like, the schedule, the pay, the travel, all that stuff. And then you're going to arm internal staff with referral tools and language that they can share to improve offer acceptance rates, which saves a whole lot of money and time. We're going to align expectations early. We're going to give managers a closing script. We're going to send an offer stage close package so that candidates feel less risk and feel more certainty. And finally, to reduce time to fill, we're going to remove friction. Faster response times, cleaner steps, better scorecards, less chaos. That's it. 3 slides. What's the problem? What's the cost? What's the fix? So now that you have the tools, how do you use them to get invited to better meetings? You're going to ask for a very specific slot. Here's the line. Here's the line. Very simple. I want 10 minutes in the monthly ops review to walk through the hiring plan risk, not to report activity, but to prevent surprises. Then stop talking. Then stop writing. Stop emailing. Stop slacking. Whatever it is you're doing, that's it. Want it again? Okay, very quickly. I want 10 minutes in the monthly ops review to walk through the hiring plan, not to report activity, but to prevent surprises. Simple. Let them argue about the cost of the vacancy. They won't, because you've made it crystal clear what the costs are. This is how you're going to move from recruiting to capacity protection to growth driver. You know what's funny? There's nothing here that's dramatically new or interesting, right? Most of this data you have laying around. Okay, maybe you had to ask HR for 1 or 2 points, but most of it's right there. What this is not brand new information. It's a repackaging, not just of data, but of you and your team's value. You're making it obvious and clear that you're not some cost center to shrink, but in fact, a value creation function to feed. The talent P&L. Build it this week. There's nothing slowing you down. And when you have it, and you have the slides that really sell this conversation, bring it to your next leadership conversation. You'll be glad you did. And if you want more help becoming more choosable, to really build that story that makes the talent P&L look great, check out Employer Brand Labs at employerbrandlabs.com or read Becoming Choosable, available on Amazon worldwide right now.